Along the bottom of the surge panel, we have a bunch of selectors for modulation sources, and the currently selected one is going to show up here. Now, at the moment, these all just say LFO, 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 but that's because we've selected an LFO waveform in this panel here. So before we go any further, let's see what that sounds like. In order to modulate something, we click this again. You'll see that it turns a different color. And now we're going to modulate the formant here. Yeah, that sounds good. Click it again to go out of that. Well, that's kind of tacky, but let's lower the amplitude a little bit. And maybe slow down the rate. Or we could do it with the sawtooth. At the moment, this LFO is synced to the master clock, so we could turn off the tempo sync. We can also use this handy envelope generator over here to delay the onset of the LFO a little bit. We can do something like this. You'll notice the graphic is showing that it's going to come on gradually. Very handy. But that's just the beginning. These are just the LFOs. Well, how about if we wanted a step sequencer? Yeah, there we go. Now what have we got? That's not bad. And we could also deform this step sequencer this way with this control. Watch what happens to the sound. And if we don't want 16 steps, we could shorten it like this. In addition, we have a multi-segment envelope, which opens up this beautiful display with which I can, let's see, I think if I double click, I get a new breakpoint. And of course, I can adjust the curvature of all of these things. And the loop, you can see, is here. I think if I, no, that's not how you move the loop point. I forget where you move the loop point, but you can do it. But you can see what's going to happen out here. And again, that's just because we're modulating this one oscillator wavetable.